Previously on The Kitchen Nigeria. A wise man once said, good food is the foundation for genuine happiness. And we definitely saw that in play on our last episode. Last week on The Kitchen Nigeria Season 2, Hudu took us on an unforgettable journey as he served the perfect blend of smoke, fire, and ice at his pop-up restaurant. It was 3 nights of culinary delight, and he left his guests absolutely mind-blown. Hudu went first, and next up, giving us a dose of his culinary artistry, is Waltz. This week, the battle for the title Kitchen Master continues with 5 million naira and a mentorship program of a lifetime up for grabs. My name's Il Rhymes, and this is The Kitchen Nigeria Season 2, brought to you by MasterCard. Waltz brought the Owambe vibe to the semi-finals, where he dazzled the judges with his Iyabimbo seafood jollof. The jollof definitely had main character energy, but will he perform magic with all 3 courses? We'll know soon enough.
Hi, my name is Chika Walter, Chef Waltz. I am a passionate Afrocentric chef, and I'm a finalist at The Kitchen Nigeria Season 2, powered by MasterCard. I feel excited making it to the finals for The Kitchen Nigeria Season 2. I feel like I really wanted to show myself more in terms of like the presentation, but I just had to focus more on the taste of the food. And what you're going to be seeing in my final episode is a bit of drama. I mean, I can be chaotic and I can have Babalawo vibes, but yeah, I feel like I'm gonna make all of those things shine through. And I'm trying to like put in a lot of excellence in terms of my creativity, and also to allow for the aesthetics not to ruin the entire display of the whole show. So I want everything to be cordial, simple, but yet relative.
Waltz has an intense week ahead of him. He has to come up with a theme and design for his restaurant, select his restaurant staff, draw up his shopping list, shop the required items, and prepare a 3-course dinner for 20 guests, including the judges, for 3 consecutive nights. He will also be responsible for selling tickets to this exclusive dining experience. And at the end of each night, the guests and judges will rate his performance based on food presentation, ambience, and service. His cumulative score over the 3 nights will determine whether he wins this competition or not. He has just 1 week to prepare and execute his task, and his clock is already ticking.
Today we're pairing Chef Waltz' menu with the wines to go for his pop-up this weekend, and I think it's going to be an interesting experience.
Hello? Trying to find you.
Okay, I can see you. I'm upstairs.
Okay, I'm gonna come upstairs now. All right. Hello, Mr. Aya.
Hello, Waltz.
How's it
Welcome.
going? Thank you.
Please, have a seat.
All right then.
Walt's menu looks interesting. I'm quite excited to meet him.
How's it going?
Very fine.
Did you have the time to go through my menu?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
It's an interesting menu.
Oh yeah?
Quite a few things happening with it.
Okay.
But so far, so good. We've been able to come up with quite a few wines to match with your menu. Waltz is a nice guy. He's bubbly. He has a playful attitude.
And
We'll also bring out that playful, bubbly character of his and the menu.
I wanted to give the audience something different. So rather than having their regular bread service, which is like a dinner roll, I wanted to serve them baguette bread. So I wanted the baguette to be a piece of a soft baguette and a piece of a crunchy baguette. So it will be baked to like a crostini. And then I want to serve that with a yaji butter or a vegan yaji hummus. So it's going to be all infused with yaji, but I want the textures of soft and crunchy for the hummus bush.
Okay, and your yaji, just how spicy is the yaji?
The yaji wouldn't be too spicy. It's going to be mild. because I don't want it to be too overpowering. I just want it to taste and have the feel of spice, not too intoxicating. So the appetizers, I was thinking more of a salad and a soup. So the soup, I was thinking of having like a butternut squash soup. And then because I wanted them to have some bit of texture, I'm doing a coconut meat for the soup. And then I'm having that with baguette bread as the crunch. And there'll be a bit of coconut milk, which is like entirely plant-based.
So for his starter, we're going to go with a sparkling wine, just to keep it simple. This is Portuguese. It's a dry wine.
For the mains, I was thinking of having something relative to home, which I'm making the seafood jollof paella. So it's the Yabimbo seafood jollof paella. So it has notes of prawn, shrimp, calamari, fish, and then the regular jollof rice infused with a bit of plantain and some vegetables in it. And for the vegan option, I'm doing a red wine cauliflower steak. And then I'm going to pair that with a cauliflower mash with a bit of like Irish potatoes, sweet potatoes, roasted cauliflower, mix it together up nicely.
For the main dish, he would probably do a Sauvignon Blanc. For the vegetarian, we'll go with a Merlot for 2 of his mains and 1 Sauvignon Blanc.
And for dessert, I'm doing the vegan option, which is a Peter Dambino brownie, dates brownie, and I'm mixing up that with a sesame seed ice cream, which is a tahini creme glazed soup. And then we would have notes of dates compote and an autumn coconut crumble mixed together for texture.
And then for the dessert, we will definitely go with the Prosecco, which we'll try and make more interesting by making a cocktail, maybe a mimosa or something, just to bring out more flavors.
So I'm really excited to like be working with you, and I've learned a lot in terms of like the different composition and in terms of like the brands, how they started, and all the Regal and the Nachman and all the hierarchy and stuff. I can't actually wait to like
It was
see you on
nice
Friday.
working with you as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right then.
We look forward to a good showing for him on The Kitchen Nigeria.
So take me to Waltz or Jar Close, VI. So I had a great time at the connoisseur actually. He was really cheerful. He literally paid attention to my revelation of the notes and why I chose the menu and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And he was really amazing in terms of like pairing the wines that he listed out to me. And you know, we sort of like had a conversation based on notes profiling, and that was pretty good actually. I'm really excited to go to Walkbox to meet with Tenny Sego, the designer. So I'm hoping that I'm going to learn amazing, you know, technicalities from her in terms of like placement, stylization of like the art pieces, because I really want it properly curated, and I know she's the right pick for the job.
So what do you have in mind? I'm trying to draw something from your menu in terms of decor. I have to say I'm a little lost at the moment. Do you have any ideas of sort of what kind of direction you'd like us to explore?
The direction I want the team to explore is getting to the old times, wherein we have like huts that are made of like raffias, right? So I want like raffia mats, like
a buka
enclosed-
hut?
like a buka hut, but without the roughness of the raffia. Now the raffia would then be used as a curtain rather than the roof.
Okay.
But then we can also explore the fact that we can have the mat on the top base of the roof. It's more like, you know how you have like a greenhouse, but you have to cloud the base because of like direct sun. I mean, this is going to be in the evening, but I also want them to be in like a mood.
So you want a cozy feel?
Yes, I want a cozy feel. I want when they enter, it feels like they are in a space. So I want them to feel a different space.
I feel like his menu is a little more modern, even though it's very African and Afrofusion. I would say it's slightly Afrofuturistic. So there's 2 different elements we're trying to merge here, you know, the modern and also the traditional. I think we're going to have to strike a balance. I also recommend having some clay pots, so we could put some of these, like even lemongrass, just for aesthetics. We could put them in jars and kind of line them up around the bar, so it feels like you're in a home. What figure amount would you not want to spend above?
I'm looking around like 400.
I won't say I'm comfortable with your budget, but we're gonna try and make it work.
Tenny mentioned that she has some reservation in terms of like the budget, and I am like, yes, I know you do have a reservation, but at the end of the day, it's my responsibility to make sure that things are bought at the right pricing and also the quantity. So we are in the Palms Mall in ShopRite, and I can't wait to like see the available stuffs, and I just hope that I find everything I want in the right quality and in the right price too. So MasterCard has been generous and has provided us with a 150K voucher to shop at ShopRite, and I intend to maximize that to my full potential in terms of like getting everything I need that's sustainable for my restaurant service for the 3 days. So because I'm gonna make custard, I'm gonna like cook my milk. So I want to get something that's great for cooking milk and be able to like, because it's made of stainless steel material, it's going to conduct a lot of heat for me, and that's what I need. So I'm gonna get that. I'm also gonna get like a non-stick pan. I'm gonna use the pan to toss the seafood mix and also to pan fry a few things that I need. But I mean, 26 centimeter isn't what I want, but I think I'm just gonna go with 26 centimeter at the end of the day. So I have a plate I got as a white version. It's in this material. So I'm gonna have this on top and have like a materialistic properties around it, like maybe a raffia or like a lemongrass around it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this just yet, but it's gonna come out pretty handy in what I wanna do with it. So my shopping experience has been exciting. I have gotten a few things and I'm rounding up my shopping now. There are a few things I wasn't able to see, and also I think I may be better off getting it from the local market in terms of like quantity and size. It has a vast majority of like most of my key ingredients, like getting yaji and getting like atarodo and getting shombo and getting atatache. You know, I can't really find most of this in the superstore. So I need to go to local markets, maybe to like get a few of those items. Thank you, ShopRite, for the opportunity to be here. I had a great time. Thank you so much. Hey guys, how's it going?
You're doing great.
It's no brainer that our event comes up in less than a day. And we all know that the pop-up starts from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the major reason why I've chosen the four of you to represent me at the back of house is based off of your individual strength. Victor, I expect a level of decency in terms of like the food and taste-wise, gifts. The reason why you are here is to coordinate these men because they can be lazy. So you're supposed to be coordinating and managing these old men. Because if you don't, okay, I will come for you. Rashid, the major reason why you're here is to keep my kitchen clean and to keep the team clean. You all need to work with the front of house very keenly. So once front of house sends a message to the back of house that, oh, they need a certain stuff, you all need to respond to them promptly. We'll take this pop-up as an event, but the only thing is that we're illustrating and highlighting the excellence of a restaurant. Okay, I think that's all. So we'll reconvene later and then we can like sort of bring everything together.
Okay,
All right.
gracias.
Thank you. All right then. How's it going? So it was a total budget of 1.6 million, and everything has to go into like planning for like building up the restaurant, lighting, plates, crockery, design, table setting, team members, payment, and a few of other back-end logistics, you know, and for other entertainment that's going to be coming up, and just to like get everybody involved and all of that. So yeah. Yeah, all my departments are pretty much sorted. It's just a few catch up with the day. I think I am 50% ready, because when I see the front of house getting together in terms of like decor and stuff, and then I know that that should jump up the scale to like maybe extra 20, but the back end is still like trying to get everything sorted, but yeah.
Welcome back to The Kitchen Nigeria Season 2. Waltz has spent the last 4 days getting ready for his first pop-up. Look at this beautiful setup right here. In a few minutes, his guests are going to be seated right here, and he's going to have a chance to prove to them and the judges that he has what it takes to be crowned Nigeria's next champion restaurateur. It's almost showtime, and the judges are making rounds and taking notes of Walt's setup. It's a full house, and Walt's pop-up restaurant is buzzing. The guest list comprises of culinary experts, food enthusiasts, famous restaurateurs, and Walt's friends and family. Let's go see if the star of the night is ready to dazzle his guests.
Hey guys, it is your girl Dolla, aka the Goddess of Skills, and this is The Kitchen Nigeria Season 2, powered by MasterCard.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day one of the amazing Chef Waltz pop-up. Quick background, everything you see here, he has done himself. He has designed it, created the menu, created the experience for you. You're gonna be having a lot of Afro fusion, so the food is amazing. Yes. The music's gonna be great as well. The drinks, the wine, it's gonna be absolutely excellent. I'm trying to butter him up because he's done a lot of work. He's in the kitchen, he's been sweating away. So without further ado, I'm gonna introduce to you your host for the evening, the amazing Chef Waltz. Over to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Yes. So I'm stepping out to the FOH and I see that the diners and the guests are all seated. I'm excited to see that a lot of people have arrived to the destination and I'm ready to lead them on this journey. Tonight, I have curated you an experience and what you see in front of you is Baba Dudu. So you're supposed to untie Baba Dudu to cleanse your palate and prepare for the night. As we begin, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So it's service time and we're trying to get the amuse-bouche ready. So what we're currently doing is we are placing the dried chilies in the basket and we're gonna lace that with some banana leaves, wherein we're gonna place the chili baguette bread on top. We have a mini awashibi clay plate where we're gonna pipe the hummus and the yaji butter on there.
The amuse-bouche, what I felt was not up to standard was the bread, was the baguette. It felt stale / dry. But I mean, regardless, both of them were good, were tasting okay. So just the bread was not good at all, actually.
I really liked the very beginning when we sat down and we had, I don't know what they call it, that coconut and sugar thing. That reminds me of childhood. It's really nostalgic.
Now we're moving on to first course. And my team are trying to get the plates and elements ready. You can see in the butternut squash soup, we're filling up the soup with a bit of the roasted butternut squash soup. We're piping in the chili oil on there, and then we're filling that up with a bit of coconut meat that has been sauteed. And then we're also piling up the chili oil on there. And we have baguette bread to go with on the side. And then for the other option, we're making the smoked chicken quinoa salad with piped a bit of microgreens, a bit of arugula mixed grains at the base that has been tossed a bit of vinaigrette, and then we're lacing that on top with a bit of the jollof quinoa, and then we are placing the salsa on top, and then we're gonna finish that up with an avocado and mango creme, and that is ready to go.
For the appetizer, I had the smoked chicken with the quinoa jollof, a little bit of spice, some sweetness, different textures. I actually enjoyed this starter.
It felt so much like jollof rice, but it was quinoa, which was amazing. The mango in it paired really well with the smokiness from the chicken, so I loved it.
I'm just having an amazing time. Musical interlude with the balafon player. Waltz is doing such a good job. This is his pop-up day one. He has a little instrumentalist, a percussionist doing music in the background. The food is going on through the service, and the design and the decor looks absolutely stunning. The appetizer has gone through. Now it's time for the main course. Does Waltz have what it takes to become the winner of the Kitchen Nigeria Season 2? Let's take a look at just how scrumptious the main course is to find out.
Now on to the mains, we are moving on to Iyabimbo seafood jollof. Malamisa's Tozo. Third option is the cauliflower mashed potatoes. Back again, and back again, and back again, and back again. How's it going? How's your first course?
Awesome. Amazing.
Thank you. And so for the main course, we have served you three things actually. Red wine cauliflower steak and a cauliflower mash that has been placed side to side with a vegetable melange and a white wine sauce. And for the main course, for the jollof rice, seafood jollof, can see that it's been wrapped with a fisherman's net because of the seafood effect. And we've served you a seafood jollof rice made by Iyabimbo. Iyabimbo is my fictional character in the kitchen, simulating myself. And then the last course is a Malam Isa Stozo pasta, simulating the Malams on the streets, giving us great suyas and great tozo. And what we've done is that we've infused both elements into our creamy tomato yaji pasta. And here you go. Enjoy.
Thank you. For the main course, I really, really, really liked the jollof rice seafood. That was excellent.
My favorite altogether was Iyabimbo. Maybe because my mother-in-law's name is Iyabimbo, but I kind of liked it. The jollof rice was very, very smoky, which was what I was looking out for.
It just said homemade. It had that homemade feel, and with all the feelings in it was just really lovely. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Now moving over to dessert, we have literally sort of like started off with a lemongrass cake. Now we are lacing the plates with a bit of like the lemongrass chiffon cake that has been soaked. And then we have a bit of the texture, which is the ginger honey streusel. And then we have a bit of kunu aya custard going on there. We have some strawberry notes, and then we've like stylized that with a bit of like zobo notes, and to sort of give that creative effect. Now moving over to the last dessert, which is the Damino peated brownies. We have gotten our local awashibi port, and we've laced that up with a bit of like date compote on the base. We've added the brownies on top of it, and we've topped it with some sesame seed ice cream, and we've finished that up with a bit of strawberry for a bit of acidity, and we have stylized that with the texture, which is an oat and coconut crumble, and that is a wrap. The night is over, but the night is still young, however, and it's time for dessert. And we have served you two options. We have served you a lemongrass chiffon cake, and we've paired up nicely with a kunu aya custard and some zobo koli and a ginger honey streusel. And for the vegan option, we've done a sesame seed ice cream, and we have served that alongside with a Dambino brownie, a little bit of oat and coconut crumble, and we finished that up with a bit of strawberry notes. So do enjoy, and let me know how it goes. Thank you.
The dessert in particular, I think, had everybody at a stop, grab my phone, let me record this and capture this moment.
I can go right now, if Chef Waltz has a restaurant, I can go there and have something to eat because he has brought in some originality. And I think that's what we're putting into the economy, telling you that whatever you do it well, and you make an impact in the economy or the areas where you are within the country.
Chef Waltz is awesome. I think Chef Waltz is one of the rare chef restaurateurs that you'll probably see in this competition. He gets the importance of front of the house, the importance of back of the house, and that's what we all saw today. We saw the experience of Chef Waltz, and I would pay over and over and over again for this. So Chef Waltz, great job. I can't wait to see what you do next and how you do it. It's awesome.
I mean, I enjoyed the entire process. I will definitely do it again, and I'm looking forward to more possibilities in the future, to create pop-ups, and see you next time at my pop-up.
What a fantastic way to wrap up a 3-day event right here. Chef Waltz has put his A game. The balafon player has been a hit tonight. The jollof rice, it was simply amazing. The judges, the guests, everybody giving it 5 stars. They've scanned the codes. Right now, it's all over to the other contestants to see if they can do better than what he has. He's been our second contestant. Up next on The Kitchen Nigeria, brought to you by MasterCard. Next week, we give you Chef Debbie.
On the next episode of The Kitchen Nigeria.
Hi, my name is Yosola Atere, and this is The Kitchen Nigeria Season 2. The reason why we're here for Season 2, it's really about encouraging the SMEs within that space and being a part of their journey as they scale and really get a true experience as to what it is to own a restaurant, run a restaurant, and create the right experience and the right ambience for the different segments of customers. The focus for MasterCard really is to have a larger impact on the Nigerian SME, the Nigerian cardholder, and the Nigerian business. That's what it's about for us.